weightlifting can help you last a lifetime, but incorrect weightlifting could finish you by 30, 35. We believe, and I recommend clients to get on TRT.
You're not going to stop at 52. You're going to be at 72. You're going to be on there if it's your time in your training to be on there.
So that being said, did you start early Clark picking up the dumbbells for those novice people out there? And I'll call them novice people year 1 to year 10. You're still novice after 10 years of training. So for you guys, did you start dumbbell curls and straight bar curls, doing it like the magazines, and then evolve into others?
Yeah, I mean, I would look at the magazines and try and emulate what the people who had success were doing, because, you know, the old saying, success leaves clues, and the clues that are left with success is a body like yours. So someone looks at a body like yours, obviously you've done things and you figured things out and you understand how it works, and you can teach that to other people. So the Power Bodybuilding program is a great example of, follow me in this, do your tweaks to make it work for you, but this is the general guideline to get you to where you want to go. Like, this works. So that's what people need to understand. Success leaves clues. Look at the person that you're following. If they currently don't look the way you want to look, or the ideal body in your mind, then they're probably not someone you want to follow, because they're going off of what worked in the past. We need to do what works now.
Hey, Jeffrey, we were talking about somebody at the time was in their 20s and they looked good, and then they lost it by the time they hit 30. Who was that? I'm trying to remember. If you remember the name, let me know. What we were talking about.
There's a whole list of them.
Yeah, but I think what I want the viewers to understand is we can all train like animals as teens, you know, and I recommend training like an animal. And I know we only got about 8 minutes with Clark, if that, but you get to your 20s, you can still do that through your 20s if you're eating right. What I don't think they understand is weightlifting can help you last a lifetime, but incorrect weightlifting could finish you by 30, 35. And I don't think they understand doing something completely wrong over and over again does hurt you, and it doesn't strengthen you. So we're just talking about that. Is there things that you know?
Practice doesn't make perfect. That's an old saying that we have that's completely out of context. Practice doesn't make perfect. We could practice 2 + 2 = 5 on a chalkboard for the entire classroom period. 2 + 2 = 5. 2 + 2 = 5. Will it ever equal 5? No, but you practiced it all day long. So if you practice doing an exercise wrong, if you practice a diet that doesn't work for you, if you practice a mindset thing that doesn't align with who you are, it is not going to serve you than if you practiced in a way that does serve you. So that's the point of really getting to know your body. What is going to serve you that's going to be something for longevity? I want to share a book with you. Actually, it's not a book, Mike. It's a series of lectures, this doctor talking about longevity. And I think about you every time I listen to it when I'm in the gym, because it's exactly what you and I are going after. We're going after having like the top of the line physique, but for as long as possible. You're not going to stop at 52. You're going to be at 72. You're going to be on there if it's your time in your training to be on there. If it's not, you won't be on there, and you'll be saying, I'm not doing cardio right now because my goal isn't to. And that's what people don't get. That's where they take it out of context. And that's where the ignorance comes into this thing. It's like people try and misquote me, and I'm like, that's not what I said. I didn't say that at all. I never said TRT was bad. I said it's not for me because I'm not ready to start that slippery slope yet. But when I do need it, I'm going to be the first one in line, but I'm going to be doing it with the best person possible, not some random person that doesn't know what they're talking about. So someone will take that out of context. Clark thinks TRT is bad. When did I ever say that? Please, I'll give you $10,000 if you find me saying that anywhere. You won't.
I will double that. So it is $20,000. If you can find somewhere where he or I said it's the dumbest thing in the world to do. So again, it's nothing that we believe, and I recommend clients to get on TRT. When there's something going on with their body and they're not producing and they're decaying away, and something like TRT can help them, I'm the first guy that says, we need extra blood work that we did last time. Go back, do it again, make sure you're right. Here, I'm going to introduce you to these people. Go start this process. And I think that goes along with how this conversation started, was the funny thing about somebody going, Mike said never do cardio. Mike never said that once. Mike said use it when you need it. Don't do it all year. Yeah. So that's the funny little change up on these guys. Your beliefs, they got to listen to your whole conversations when you talk about this. As nutrition goes, now I know that you are somebody, again, fine-tuned. Let's remove you from this. Is there any kind of basic step in programs, in a sense of how does somebody go from eating healthy to doing something better? And what I mean by that is, people eat healthy, but their bodies don't change because they're not taking in the right calories of this, that, and the other thing to create the artwork. Because there's a difference between eating healthy and eating right.
Yeah.
Is there any tips from Clark?
A lot of people eating healthy will just have them treading water, right? They're just barely staying the same. So they eat to stay the same. If you want to have a marked change in the way you look in the mirror, in the dark, in the worst lighting, not in the best, in the most ideal with situations like, look, and this filter will add a shadow. You have to find the program that is right for you, that is sustainable, that will get you through the times when you have that extra little layer of body fat that's hanging on at the bottom that won't allow you to see those last 2 or 3 or 4 abs that are necessary to dial it in. And that's really what it comes down to. It's easy to lose 10, 20 pounds when you're overweight and you're just maintaining and you start a diet. But it's hard to get to that next level when you're getting down to the finer points of dialing your physique in. So that's when it comes to getting a coach saying, okay, let's try this and see how it works. Let's look at your pictures. That's really where a coach comes into play. And I have him. Mike works in that capacity in my life. And you asked me at the beginning of this, what am I doing differently? What anyone could do differently would be if they really want to make a change and they're disciplined, they could do your 30-day blitz. That'll change anybody. I don't care who you are. That will create a change in your body. It's 30 days. And you're like, I can do it. Well, I would encourage you to think about it, pray about it, meditate about it before you approach Mike with the hands up saying, I'm ready to go, because it's not easy. Most people won't make it. All right, pause for a reason. Most people won't make it. But if you do make it, I promise you, you will see a difference, not only in the way you look in the mirror, in the dark, in the light, in the best light, and the worst light. You will see a difference in how you show up in life, because you will have proved to yourself, wow, I'm more disciplined than I thought. Never did I think I could do 2 hours of cardio, 2 workouts, 500 crunches in a day. But somehow I managed to do it because it was that important to me to accomplish something that I told myself wasn't possible. That's really, to me, more about the 30-day blitz than anything else. It's getting through the stuff that you have put in front of you saying, I can't, I won't, oh, there's a holiday. So what? It's just food. Just eat. You're going to eat more food than you've ever eaten in your entire life. And so it's not what you think. And I promise you, you'll probably get better results than you could even imagine right now. So